have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On second down, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Fournette again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brady now on third and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop it.
Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. Play fake. Here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the third.
before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's another first down and what will be a gain of 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Glove. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A first carry for Rachaad White. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brady now to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Cover!
first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
72.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of the defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Love to throw.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Come on, 38.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt, that one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 29, Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Brady. This is going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Ready. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Off the play fake, Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tap it, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The Packers have 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Glove, they go play action now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady dumps it off to Fournette.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw, it's Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try now for Succop. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Packers 7.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Up the gun, Fournette. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Go, 66.
Here's Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Running here with White. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground. It's Certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Love.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception. And we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Finding space at the 40.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Jack it, reload! Jack it, reload! 72!
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
The left side completion to Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Love. Steps away to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Ready.
Love now on 2nd down. And now here is another interception.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. There he goes, right side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Packers 7.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, check it.
The slot man in motion right.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Succop's kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. To throw again on second down. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blasters. Hut, hut.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards, the final tally. To throw now, here's Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
Going back to Love. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway.